December 3rd, the Great Candy Cane Disaster. December 3rd in the little village was always marked by the sweet smell of candy canes being made at Mr. Jingles Candy Shop. This year, Twinkle the elf was eager to help, having promised Emma they would make the biggest candy cane ever seen. As they entered the candy shop, Mr. Jingles greeted them warmly. "Welcome, Twinkle and Emma. Today, we make candy cane history," he declared. The shop was a wonderland of sugary delights, with shelves lined with jars of colorful candies and the air filled with delicious aromas. They began by mixing sugar, water, and peppermint extract in a large copper pot, stirring it until it became a sticky, sweet-smelling syrup. Once the mixture was ready, they poured it onto a marble slab to cool. Twinkle, with his elf magic, waved his hands, and the syrup began to stretch and twist, turning a bright, shiny red and white. "Now, let's make it bigger," he exclaimed. As they stretched the candy cane, it grew larger and larger. It was so big that it started to coil around the shop like a festive serpent. "Oh no," cried Mr. Jingles. "It's a candy cane disaster." The giant candy cane was getting out of control, knocking over jars and spilling candies everywhere. Emma laughed, trying to hold on to the enormous candy as it twisted and turned. Just when it seemed like the candy cane would take over the entire shop, Twinkle had an idea. He called upon his elf magic, and with a flick of his wrist, the candy cane stopped growing and settled into a giant coil in the middle of the shop. The shop was a mess, but the giant candy cane was a magnificent sight. It was the biggest the village had ever seen, its red and white stripes glistening under the shop lights. Emma and Twinkle, with the help of Mr. Jingles, began cleaning up the shop, laughing as they did. The villagers heard about the giant candy cane and came to see it, marveling at its size and taking pieces home to share with their families. That evening, as they sat by the fire at the Larson home, Emma said to Twinkle, "Today was a disaster, but it was also the best day ever." Twinkle smiled. "Sometimes, Emma, the best memories come from the most unexpected adventures. And besides, now we have a story to tell about the Great Candy Cane Disaster." And so, the story of the Great Candy Cane Disaster became a cherished tale in the village, a reminder of the day when joy, laughter, and a little bit of elf magic brought the community together in the most unexpected way.